Welcome, everybody. We're going live in my group, Intuitive Angel Messages on Facebook. And I have my guest with me, Ashley Cunningham. And I just say medium and healer, Ashley Cunningham. Woo! We are bringing forward Archangel Michael today. We just have felt like this is really needed for everyone. And it's just, the way that Archangel Michael can come through with his guidance, it just really, really helps. It really does. He's helped me tremendously over the past 15 years. And one of the very first things he asked me was, "Hey, can I move into your home?" And I remember saying, "Why would you move into my home?" He goes, "Well, that way I can help to keep your environment high vibrational. I can shield your home from outside energy, and he can act like your spiritual bouncer, just being the gateway between anything that could, come and go out of your home." Not that I sit here and I'm worried. I'm not worried at all. But it's nice to know that you can turn to someone if you have any issues with people, spirit, whatever, he's right there. And if you want to ask him for help with anything, you can ask him for help with anything and everything under the sun, right, Ash?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was actually one of the first spiritual beings that I felt connected to since I was in my teen years.
Really? Even before me then?
Way before you.
Wow.
I didn't realize this. I did a video on this, but I'll say it really quick. I found a medallion with Archangel Michael on one side and St. Christopher on the other, and it was right in front of my house. And I'm like, this is weird that this is right here. And I wore it for years. And I just always talked to him, and I asked him for protection all the time, and it was just amazing. And so he's always, I feel, been the one outside of my guardian angels, of course, around me the most consistently, and I just love him so much.
I found that when I started my clairaudience, when I was practicing that, he was the one that was talking to me. I could hear his pitch and tone of voice exactly as it is now, right out the gate. Whereas my angels, it just took some time to adjust to their frequency. So in the beginning with clairaudience, you're getting it in your mind, and it sounds like your own internal thought. How you sound in your mind, your voice, right? But you're not the one forming the sentence, right? But he was just talking away. So I highly recommend asking him to move into your home. I can't emphasize the importance of that enough. And if you ever have problems with anyone or anything at any time, you know who to call upon, because he's Big Mike for a reason, right? Sometimes he's like, he looks like flex his muscles and like he cracks jokes. He's hilarious.
Yep.
Oh, he was too with Heather too. Oh, that's awesome. He's amazing. So it's we wanted to bring him forward today because he was talking a little bit of what's going to be coming in the future. So we thought we're going to come live and talk about that on camera. I also channeled some of his guidance on paper as well. And there are a few questions as well that I have written down. And the first question that's coming to mind is, how can we be more present? Because right now, a lot of upheaval is happening on the planet. And, even when you're in the midst of chaos and upheaval, or you're just busy, or you're picking up on the frequency on the earth and it's a bit heavy, you're like, oh yeah, be present. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, Kristin.
Why would I want to do that?
Like, what the heck does that even mean, right?
Yeah.
So what is some of the ways to be present that you feel that you can just tap into at any time, Ashley? And it's nothing that's going to be too much work for someone.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that immediately comes to mind is just clearing my mind, focusing on my thoughts. And it kind of is, it's a muscle. You kind of have to build up to it a little bit. You have to practice it. But once you get the hang of it, looking at each of your thoughts as they're kind of drifting through your mind and sensing, is this a good thought, or does this resonate with me? Does this lift me up, make me happy, or is this stressing me out, making me feel anxious or not happy? And dealing with them. Yeah. Just observing them. Exactly.
And you don't have to feel guilty if you have a low vibrational
Yeah.
thought or emotion. You just go, oh, there it is. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I see it.
There
That's
it
what it
is.
looks like. Yep.
Clearly,
Exactly.
that's coming up again for me to what? What do we do when those thoughts and emotions come up?
I always ask Archangel Michael or my guardian angels to transmute those thoughts. I kind of visualize myself like taking the thought, and I always say this, like right out of my head, like I pull it out of my head, like in Harry Potter's movies. It's like a filament, like the memories. I pull it out of my head, and I have it like in my hand, and I just like drop it in a bucket that my guardian angels or Archangel Michael have. They hold it and they drop it and they transmute it for me. That's just been a visualization that works for me. And it just, once it's out of my mind, I can't even, for the most of the time, remember even what I was thinking about.
It doesn't even matter. We don't have to put attention onto it. It's just when you don't feel good, that sinking feeling in your body, transmute that.
Yep.
Transmute it immediately to make it easier for you on the days and weeks and months ahead. And here's a comment: who wants to be present now? Question mark. LOL. Yeah, I agree with you. Not me. There's going to be times where I just want to like tap out, and I'll like tap out in the night, and I'm just watching Harry Potter to tune out, so I don't have to feel or deal with. And also, you know what's also really important is to like, you know, placing your attention on the news, placing your attention on the drama, placing your attention on what people have to say. Just let it go. You know that song, Let It Go, let it go. Don't focus on it, because it's going to be another piece of luggage you put on your shoulders, and we don't need to do that because we already got this piece of luggage full enough, right?
Yep.
So the
There's
luggage,
no room.
the luggage on your shoulders is all those low vibrational thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are coming up in you, and you get to take one shirt out at a time and give it to your team of angels, right? And here's another way to be present, Chrissy says, staying grounded. Most of us are like, pew, 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 with our thoughts. Like we're all over the place with our fragmented thoughts. It's driving me crazy. I remember it did drive me crazy. And I remember my angel gave me homework. Hand off the low vibrational thoughts, ground yourself out in nature, and redirect your attention onto the things you want to manifest, you want to attract in your reality. What are your dreams? What are your desires? What is it that you wish for in your life? And the number one thing the angels always repeatedly say is write it down on paper. Why? Why do we have to write it down on paper, Ashley? Do you know why?
Well, I'm just going to say what I feel. I don't know if this is what you're exactly thinking, but writing it on paper for me just kind of like it creates it on paper. It's like physical. It's from my mind, from my intentions, and it's now physical. And my team sees that list or sees what I'm writing, and they help me take action by supporting me however it is that I need supported in that moment. So it's kind of twofold there.
It's like, how are they going to know what you want if you don't talk to them?
Yeah.
How are they going to know what you want if you don't write it on paper? And then you writing it on paper is your way of keeping track of what you've asked for. And when it comes in, and I say when it comes in, then you can check it off on your piece of paper. So important to do this homework. So important. So important. Cannot emphasize it enough. Archangel Michael has a great sense of humor. When you asked him to come and move into your house and to help cleanse your home, he just started getting out pails and a mop and a broom. And I thought I was crazy. Nope. You know what he shows me? Him with a vacuum. And I'm like, I wish this was really happening right now. Especially after today when I actually did clean my house.
Oh my gosh.
Has he shown you anything like that?
Not necessarily like vacuuming. He shows himself hanging out by my front door, just kind of like sitting on a stool, like how you would see a bouncer at like a club. He's just like hanging out. He's like reading a newspaper, watching us come in and go out, and he's checking things at the door that don't need to come into the house.
He really checks it. And you'll know where he is because he will be at one of your exit points in your house, wherever you're coming and going. It might be your back patio, it might be your front door. And you'll know because if you quiet your mind and you place your hands out, okay, you will feel his energy right by that doorway. And you'll go, oh, he's right there. Okay, yep. Got it.
When a lot of people start channeling, even before they start channeling, they get a sense of maybe someone standing behind them in the doorway. I've sensed him like that so many times before I realized who was standing there or who was really there. And he just kind of hangs out, and you definitely can sense his presence there. If you needed to search for him in your house, he's going to be by a door. Or some sort of
by the door.
Yeah.
Checking who's coming and going, whether it's a person or a spirit.
Yes.
Because if a person comes into your house and they're low vibrational or they have low vibrational whatever around them, he's going to check that too. Mm-hmm. It's the bestest thing you could ever ask for, having him move in. How does everyone in the comments feel Archangel Michael? What does he feel like to you? And where do you feel him? And we can check it right now. So let's just feel his energy right now, okay? We're going to ask Archangel Michael to open and expand his energy. And let's feel him. And then me and Ash will also talk about how we feel him. So in order to feel him, what's the most important part? To quiet your mind. Quiet your mind. Whenever you want to channel using clairsentience and feeling or hearing or taking in insights, information, knowing, claircognizantly, clear knowing, quiet mind. And if you feel nothing, ask him to come in stronger. Ask him to ramp it up. I want it stronger. I don't feel you. Let's go.
And he will oblige.
He will oblige indeed. So what are you feeling, Ashley?
I'm feeling his energy right behind me. And I felt some pressure on my shoulders. So he has his hands on my shoulders and some heat. And I just feel this pillar of just strength, energy, just Archangel Michael-ness right behind me.
I feel like he kind of wrapped me in his energy a bit. Like you would almost say like angel wings, but really it's just his energy wrapping me. Mm-hmm. And it feels like a lot of strength, a lot of courage. And I feel this way with him, with me. Jim is feeling him around the temples area, which makes sense because this is where your ear chakras are. And Jim, they love messing with Jim's face every single time. It's his eyes, it's his son's face, it's his temples. Do they go anywhere else, Jim? I don't think so. He comes through the top of your head and by your ears. Yes. Hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And it's for us to pick it up. It's for us to have a quiet mind and observe. Just like when you get the high-pitched ringing in the ear or the silence on the side of the head or pressure through your ear into your eardrum or itching, tingling from energy going through your ear. Okay? Love it. He helps ground me and I'm around others or like when you're going to Costco or Walmart.
Yeah.
Ooh, we know who's coming with us. So you're feeling, so I'm just reading the comments here, feeling him right behind you. Same with me and Ashley. You're feeling a hand on your left shoulder, Joanne. How awesome. And it feels like heat, warmth, strength. I remember asking him to walk me home one night and he literally wrapped his arm around my arm and it was like electric.
Oh, wow.
It was intense. He's done that several times with me because I was a little worried at night walking home by myself and he walked me home. And that on my arm didn't stop until I got in the door. So it was pretty rad. Yes,
Awesome.
wrapped pressure on your head. Love it. Love it. He feels safe to me. I felt a flutter in my heart and some pressure in the back of your head. Excellent. Jim's
Nice.
laughing at me. Giving me strength up the spine. Oh, yeah, he loves doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely a strong presence behind me. Your crown pressure and as well, and strong and confident energy and pressure on both sides of your head. Love it. And you also feel him behind you with warmth, and you're getting the sinus, huh? Isn't that
Wow.
interesting? Feeling him on your right hand side. Isn't it just great? You can call him in, you can talk to him, whether you hear him or otherwise. You talk away, he'll hear every word you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do, Ashley, to heal ourselves? What are some of the ways that, and we're not talking about, anything grandiose, okay? We're just talking about little things that we can do every day to help make things better, and
Mm-hmm.
then we'll branch out to something bigger.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
what are some of the things that we can do?
There's a lot of more common sense things that we can do. Drinking water, having exercise, getting outside and grounding.
Sunshine.
One of my favorite things to do to facilitate healing just consistently throughout my day is just checking in with your energy. Where's your energy at? People need to be aware of their levels. And when you notice your level is maybe dropping down or you're not feeling very great, take a nap, go
Yeah.
ground, take a step back.
Take a break.
Um, yeah, take a break, go a walk around the block and come back, and see how that affects your mood, your energy, just everything. I think from there, there's bigger things that you can do, but just doing those basic things really brings you present in your body. And knowing what your body is feeling keeps you centered and in alignment.
Mm-hmm. It's all about coming back to alignment, because if you have a lot of fragmented thoughts, your energy's all over the place. What I like to do is go, okay, what is it here that's dropping my energy? Why do I feel like this right now? So is it the environment I'm in? Is it the people I'm around? Is it the thing that I just ate? Like if I'm eating more high vibrational foods, more grounded type of foods that come up out of the earth and then I'm eating them, that's probably going to help my energy big time.
Yeah.
And or did I get enough sleep? So whatever I can do to make those tweaks. Now, what are some of the bigger things that we can do to help heal ourselves?
Mm-hmm. We can call on our angelic team, call on Archangel Michael, call on Archangel Raphael, who's the healing archangel, calling in just spirit to come in and provide that extra support. That's one, it's a small thing to ask for help, but it's a really big impact. And it can affect so many different areas of your life. Going to a energy healer, a Reiki healer, any type of energy healing that resonates with you, checking in first. Do they resonate with you? Yes or no is important. If you go to someone that you're not comfortable with, it's not going to help you. But going to a healer too can help with that.
I always say that too. I always say that to everybody. If you're not drawn to me for a reading or you're not drawn to my mediumship courses, there's a reason why, and don't come.
Yeah.
But if you feel like it's always on your mind and you keep thinking about it and you feel this yearning and this building of energy to come, then definitely come. And it's the same with you and angelic Reiki healing. And, I've had many different kinds of healings, really starting back like 17, 18 years ago. I've had healing touch. I've had Rahani healing. I've had UC healing. I've had, oh, you name it, acupuncture. I've tried it all. But I remember when I had angelic Reiki healing, it was like on a whole other level for me personally. It was incredible. And you know what they always say, oh, the angels will come back and heal you in weeks to come. I just thought, yeah, yeah, okay. And then,
They do.
oh, they do.
Yeah, they
They're
actually
here
show
3 weeks later in my living room.
Yep.
Well, hello there. Fancy meeting you again here, guys. The healing angels show up again and again and again. So, what is coming up in June that everyone can participate in for very little money?
Yeah, I am hosting an angelic Reiki group healing. It's held in a private Facebook group. I invite everyone who signs up to join this private space, and I host the healing live, just like we're doing now, in the group. And it's $30 per person to sign up, and I allow younger children and animals in for free, of course, with permission
Oh,
from
that's
their
great.
parents.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you have
God.
to approve. You have to say okay. But it's an amazing experience. It's angelic Reiki is very powerful. And when I was interested in pursuing some sort of healing, Archangel Michael actually came into a dream of mine. I was just doing some reflecting on this a few weeks ago. He came into a dream of mine and told me about angelic Reiki healing. And he doesn't normally just show up in my dreams for no reason. So I was like, oh, Archangel Michael's here. I better pay attention. And so then I did research on it. And he's consistently shared with me that angelic Reiki is the most powerful Reiki on the planet right now. We'll talk about more of what's to come, but that was it for me. I was like, okay, I want the good stuff, so I'm going to go and get trained in that. And so I love offering angelic Reiki group healings because I make it really affordable because I want people to try it. But B, it's super awesome and really powerful. And there's so many visuals and senses that come out of it. And it's just a fun experience. I love it.
And you know the cool thing is you get to like converse with everybody in the group healing. So you get to talk with everybody and you get to hear from everybody how it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's the coolest part. And the confirmations of what people felt, and you know, for $30, it's a no-brainer. So that's one way to try something out without, you know, breaking the bank really. Like there's just, you know, personally, I think that that's a no-brainer. But I remember probably about 3 months ago, I said to Archangel Michael, I said, what is the best form of healing? I asked him that, and he said, angelic Reiki healing. And I said, okay. And so how are things going to evolve into the future? And he said, well, there'll be other healing modalities that will come online that people will learn and grow from. But angelic Reiki healing is in his opinion is the top. Now there are people that, you know, like Charlie Goldsmith from the TV show The Healer, incredible healer. He's amazing, like straight up amazing. If you haven't seen that TV show, you need to get on Netflix and go and watch it immediately because it was the best 6 episodes ever. But you know, I remember chatting with Spirit about Charlie, and Jesus does work with Charlie. I remember calling in Charlie to ask him to help and heal me. So his higher self just came, and Jesus was there. And I remember asking Charlie to heal me, and then I remember Charlie looking at Jesus, and Jesus said, don't be healing her from her autoimmune issue because it helps keep her in check. Helps keep her in check. And I was like, oh,
you almost got away with that one.
Almost got away with it, but Jesus was right there up on my head. I was like, come on, man.
Oh
so,
my
you know,
gosh.
My soul, I feel like my soul signed up for that. And also it keeps me in check. So there's some things that I know we are not meant to be healed from. But there is a lot of things that we can do to bring our energy back into alignment and to help ourselves. And even if that isn't fully something, I can put it into remission. And I can certainly do wonderful things like this in June for $30 that help me feel better. And it's a no-brainer to sign up for that. So the other thing that I think is going to be super awesome is the fairies and the elemental kingdom workshop that we're doing July 9th to 11th.
Yes.
Because you and I are pretty much like fairies, so who's better to like teach this? No one.
Yeah, I can't believe we haven't really done this yet, honestly.
Yeah, me too. We've talked a lot about it, but now we're going to come full throttle out the gate. And you know what I'm excited about is I often love to bring in different starseed energies, so different ET energies to practice in my mediumship courses. But with this workshop, I can't wait to bring in all the elemental energies and practice with them and all of us sensing it and then receiving messages from them. I just think that's gonna be, I haven't done it yet. I have never done that, but I think that's going to be super exciting among the many other, things that are going to be taking place. So if you guys feel like you want to learn more about fairies and elementals and get more personal contact with them, this is definitely the workshop for you from July 9th to the 11th. And you can check it out on channelingwithlove.com. Okay. That's going to be super fun. Yep. Super fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of content that we're working on that I think is just going to be so exciting and really, really fun. And a lot of stuff that you guys are going to be doing who sign up for it on your own and having your own experiences. And I cannot wait to hear how people experience the fairies, because just you saying fairies, I immediately have a ton of fairy energy in my room. They're all up in a tizzy over this. They are so excited. And I think it's going to be really, really fun.
And there's different fairies. They're not all the same. They're not all the same shape. They're not all the same size. They're not all the same color. So that's going to be pretty wild to tap into that. And the different elemental energies, the nymphs, the sprites, the brownies, the leprechaun energy. Oh man, they crack me up when they come in. It's just hilarious.
Really quickly on elemental energies, do you remember, so if you guys don't know, in 2019 I visited Kristin at her home, and this mountain energy came into her home space and chatted with us. Yep, right through her patio.
Every time.
Yeah, that's the type of energy that we're going to be working with too, because I met that mountain energy in Iceland when I went and traveled to Iceland that same year. And it was amazing to be able to channel a being who kind of protects the specific space upon Gaia's back. And we're also going to be connecting with a lot of those types of energies as well. Maybe not necessarily the classical elemental types, but also those more nature-based types as well.
That's going to be super awesome. So many new things to learn that we didn't know before. And do you remember how we were sitting on the couch and we were watching that TV show with Orlando Bloom with the fairies in it?
Yes.
And
oh my
all
gosh.
of a sudden I said, holy cow, we're getting rushed by the fairies. They came in through the patio door and they were just kept ping, ping, ping off of us. And I said, holy cow, what are they doing? I said, are you feeling up your legs? Everybody was like, yeah, on the couch. So, and I asked what they were doing. They were cleansing us from the low vibrational content we were watching from this fairy TV show in Orlando. Yeah. So there's some heavier parts of the TV show, and they were just cleansing the doo-doo out of us. But I also think that when you watch a program, a TV show or a movie with fairies in it, it is embedded with that light code or that energy. So it's like you go watch a TV show with fairies. What are you calling in? The fairies, the elemental energies. They're going to come and visit you. And that's what happened that night. And it was pretty awesome.
It was great.
Awesome. So one thing Archangel Michael wanted to talk about tonight was the blood moon and the cycle that's happening right now energetically. Okay, so the moon cycle, and he wants us to know that there are going to be many more phases like this to come in the future. So we're just gonna get it over and over again. So if we're gonna get it from the energy over and over and over again, would it not make sense to make sure that your energy is in alignment? Because it's the only thing that's going to carry you through this as we anchor more light through our vessels and the earth herself over the years to come. We can do it the easy way, getting into alignment, checking your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, handing off the low vibrational doo-doo to your angels, writing down what you want help with so they can read it and get busy and get to work and help you, asking Archangel Michael to move into your home. Or we can do it the hard way by having fragmented thoughts, focusing on the drama, focusing on the news, focusing on the lower vibrational aspects of your reality. So we get to choose. We get to choose. Isn't that the beautiful thing? Apparently, our souls decided to come to Earth to have a free will experience. Guess what's happening? We're having that. We're having it right now. We get to choose the easy path or the hard path. So that's what's coming. More of these energy phases coming around the full moon. Yes, yes, yes. Any other phases? That's a loaded question. You can tell he's like, really? Like, come on. We're going to have more ascension waves, more full moon energy phases, more solar flares, more energy coming in from space. And I see it as white energy coming through space at us. Sometimes this energy coming through space that washes over and through the planet is coming more quickly, more abruptly, more intensively to do more of deeper clearing and cleansing. And sometimes it's more of a gentle wash over, he says, or wash through as it's going through the planet as well, and each of us. And that's more of a gentle scrub up. Okay? That's what's coming. More.
You know, the visuals that I'm getting is like you're getting doused with this thin layer of like sunscreen on your skin, and it just seeps into your skin, and you're just layering up, layer, layer, layer. So every ascension wave is just another layer of light that's kind of soaking into your body and anchoring within you, and it's just building up.
Building up. Have you ever seen those pictures of people online, Ash, in other groups, and they're taking pictures of their hand and or their arm, and they're like, look it. Now they could be faking it. They could be putting some sparkle on themselves, but it didn't look like the traditional type of sparkle that you would get at the drugstore. This looked like more of a finer glimmer, and their skin was just glistening with like a sparkle. And they're noticing that this energy coming in, they feel that this is what's creating this sparkle coming through their skin. It didn't look fake to me because it was so fine. It was the most fine sparkle I've ever seen. It was really awesome.
That's awesome. I actually haven't seen that. So that's super cool to hear, because that's kind of the visual I was seeing is like this. Yeah. It's like a film on top of your skin, and it's just kind of there, and it's just anchoring and layering.
Yeah. And what I usually see is this light anchoring through our chakra systems. And so when it comes in hot and heavy, as it has, coming through the crown chakra or your upper chakras, usually my crown is where I get it. If it comes in really hot and heavy, sometimes it needs to seep out, and then I end up getting like hot pockets, usually around my neck or on my chest, sometimes on my jaw. A lot of people are experiencing this right now. Is there anything Archangel Michael wants to channel through you, Ashley, about the future and what is to come? I've also written down some guidance here from him, but I thought we will see if you channel anything from him.
Sure. First thing that is coming up is that energy work is entering the human collective consciousness more directly. So more people are realizing that energy is important, for lack of a better word. And he's saying that with Reiki, angelic Reiki, any other type of Reiki, there are many other modalities and many more modalities to come, as you just channeled. He's saying that this is going to be more prevalent, and getting acquainted with your own energy is the first step in recognizing how your energy interacts with the rest of the world, and how you can maintain and improve your energy through those easier steps that we just talked about, and or working with your spiritual team. He's saying that there are many old world programs or patterns that are falling away to make this possible. And he's highlighting karma, that concept of karma, of being bound to a specific situation or person because maybe you did something bad in a previous life experience. That concept is falling away. That energy that's connecting that is falling away. And we are now able to move more directly with our free will choice in our energy. And using that to our advantage is only going to benefit our spiritual path, our ascension path, as well as our health in all of our bodies. We're not just our physical body. And he's saying, this is just the way of the future. This is going to be how it is in the future. It will be a common understanding that you don't just stop at your skin, you are more, and you are surrounding your physical vessel as well. So maintaining that is going to be normal.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy to hear that, because for me, it's made a big difference in my life, just knowing that and being really mindful of my own energy, and then doing something about it when I don't like how it feels.
Yep. I always call it like check yourself and manage your
Exactly.
own frequency. Then we move in the direction of that with healing. But how can I really go into healing if I can't even manage what's happening with me? Well, you still can, but it would be much easier, I'd imagine, for the angels to come and heal us if we're constantly giving away the low vibrational thoughts, feelings, emotions, writing down what we'd like help with. Christy would like to say that the mediumship for beginners course, and I believe you were in that for 2 weeks with us, and it is worth every single penny. Thank you, Christy.
Yeah.
Very much appreciated. And there's 2 people in the comments that have also seen the sparkle glimmer on their skin. One person saw it on YouTube, and then another, oh yeah, here we go, 3 people. Holy moly. So there we have it.
That's awesome.
We have it. Yeah, it was pretty wild when I saw that. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. That's why your personal body is, that's why your body is your personal temple. I really agree with that too. But again, it's going to take time. Don't feel like you have to get everything just tickety boo before, yeah. Okay. How will Christianity stand the test of time? Well, I can tell you what my angels have shown me, which is, I was driving down the road one day and I looked over at a church. I won't say what religious church this was, but all of a sudden the church was gone. It was just an open parking lot. And I said, I said to my guardian angel, did you just make that church disappear? And she said, yeah. I said, why did you do that? She goes, I'm just showing you what's to come.
Wow.
So it's more connecting with, your higher self, source, the angels, Archangel Michael, and spirit, anytime you want, directly, rather than, going to church. Now, that's going to be a gradual thing. And, the new souls coming in on Earth are very high vibrational, okay? A lot of them are telepathically communicating. A lot of them are connecting in. They won't touch low vibrational foods. I've heard many mothers tell me this over the years. They look at a hot dog like, yeah, right, I'm not eating that. Okay, so they're just naturally more high vibrational and connected. They're already being born in connected. They're sensitive to harsh chemicals and cleaners. I really noticed that when I had my own house cleaning company. They, they're very sensitive to certain foods too.
Yeah.
They have to be on soy products or they can't eat meat and so on and so forth. So it's already happening. So what my angel was expressing to me is that it will be the next 100 to 200 years, but the is it all of the churches or what percentage will be closing? It's a hard thing for us to understand, to wrap our minds around that, especially when there's religious dogma and such and different belief systems. Those of you who feel inclined to stay connected in this way, we honor this choice, decision, just as we honor the choice and decision to connect directly. Yes, yes, yes. 1 to 200 years' time, many will be closing their doors, for there will not be the bums in the seats and the funds in order to keep these facilities open, meaning the building and the lights, and there just won't be the money coming in. Thank you, dear one. How is my guardian angel, Agnes?
Good question. It's interesting.
I love it. You're cracking me up in the comments. Okay, so one thing that Archangel Michael wanted to say that I'm going to read here is enjoy the experience, the journey here on earth, as it will not last forever. Give thought to what you desire, dream of, and wish for. Ask your team to help you co create each of these into your reality. Write them down on a piece of paper so that we may read them. Really important. Um, you know, there's people that really enjoy complaining about what is, but when it comes to actually doing something about it, not always the case. Maybe not ready, or maybe just in a cycle of thought pattern of complaining rather than doing or making changes. And it's so important that if you want things to change, that we're asking. And then as soon as we get information, insights, or a pull in a certain direction, then we move and we take action. Yeah, I'm watching your thoughts, watching your words. Okay.
One thing that I get often when I'm doing readings and people are asking, well, how can I bring this into my life? I hear many times their angels saying, okay, ask us to assist. We're going to come in and assist you, but you also have to be a team player and you have to take action yourself. So you're also taking action while you're receiving that support and guidance, and those opportunities or whatever it is that you're asking about is going to come in from your team. So you're all on the same team, but they're helping you be the MVP of the team.
It's like asking, well, where's my Mr. Right? Where's I want a romantic relationship, but I never leave the house.
Yeah, exactly. Or you don't even bother with online dating or,
Yeah.
putting yourself out there in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's always that where it's interesting. People don't look at who they go to really for, a reading or a teaching, mediumship course, whatever it is. Really hone in on if it vibrationally feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you drawn to that person? And then when you're there and you're doing it, do you feel uplifted and exhilarated and high vibrational? Or do you feel drained? Do you have like a bad gut feeling? Are you tired a lot of the time? Are you finding that you're spinning your wheels because the content maybe that you're learning just is irrelevant to your reality? So really, if you get a tightness in your chest and your energy is sinking, maybe this isn't the best avenue for you to take. So really pay attention to the energy of where you're drawn, whether you're taking courses, classes, healings, whatever it is, job, relationships, friendships, hone in on the energy and see how it feels. Does it feel like the best right path to take? And this is, again, just like being aware of your thoughts. This is something that you practice and you hone in on it repeatedly. Should I go to that gathering? I'm getting a tightness in my chest. I don't think that this is probably best for me right now, etc., etc. Yes, I agree with that too. Is there any other thing that you'd like to say about what is to come in the future, Archangel Michael? He wants to send each of us blessings. You are the manifestors of your realities. Go forth and manifest, dear ones. Go forth and manifest. Thank you, dear ones. This is Archangel Michael. He's also saying, if you ever need him for anything at any time, simply call upon his name. He will hear you. The moment you think it, speak it, or write it down. He says, Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Amen. And I don't say that religiously. I say that like, because they say it. It's just, what is it again, Ash?
I don't know. I just feel like it's a closing.
It's
Just kind of closes.
It's an extra blessing.
Yeah, it just kind of wraps everything together.
Now we're covered with sparkle blessings.
Yep.
Whatever you want to see it as, okay? All right.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining me, Ashley. I think this was dang awesome. Thank you, Archangel Michael.
Yes, and thank you to Archangel Michael.
Yeah, really. We can't do any of this without them.
No.
It's a team effort. And like Ashley said, we're the MVP,
most valuable player.
Yes, thank you.
On your own team, you are the most valuable player.
And the most important. And I know because they tell us all the time how important we are. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night. Love you.